Well, welcome back and welcome to Module 3. This is about defining your mission and vision. And arguably, I would say this is the most important part of building your practice. This is where it all starts. This is creating the foundation. And once you create the foundation with your mission and vision, everything else falls into place. So, have you ever asked yourself, why do I do what I do? It might seem like a simple question, but the answer is really at the heart of your practice's success. The big picture is, what change do you want to see in the world? And this is your vision. This is your big why. This is the reason you get out of bed every morning and drag yourself into the office. It's because you want to be the difference. You want to make a change in people's lives. You want to see people live differently. We have this beautiful principle in chiropractic that we'll talk about, and it really resonates when it can resonate through you and be part of you and be the real determining factor. Your practice starts to change as a result. Your mission just isn't a statement on your website or something you think about at a seminar. It's really the driving force behind every decision you make. When you're very clear on your why, it becomes easier to attract the patients and team members who align with your vision. So let's start by identifying your core purpose and values. So I want you to ask yourself, why did I choose chiropractic in the first place? Why did I want to become a chiropractor? Well, most people will say it's because we wanted to help people. Well, there's lots of different ways you can help people. What do you love the most about helping your patients, and what change do you want to create in your community? So these are questions you want to ask yourself and really try to derive the answers and be very clear in your mind on what those answers are. And this is how you get to your core mission. Your core mission goes beyond just running your practice, running a business. It becomes your sole core purpose. It's about the impact you want to have on people's lives. For example, maybe your mission is to help families live in freedom without relying on medication, whether those medications are ingested or injected. Or perhaps it's about empowering athletes to perform at their peak potential. Or perhaps it's seeing seniors live independently throughout their lifetime with full mental and physical function. Whatever it is, it should light you up. It should just create a fire in your belly and remind you why you started this journey in the first place. So how does your mission drive your practice? Well, it starts by how you acquire your patients. When you create the shared vision, it just permeates in every aspect of your practice, and you can start to attract those types of patients that resonate with that core vision, instead of patients that come in with a different expectation of what you're trying to deliver, because that really creates a lot of burnout and frustration. It resonates through your marketing, your whole patient acquisition programs, whether you do live outreaches by going out and doing talks or screenings or lunch and learns or makeovers or any type of any type of marketing outside your practice, or when you're doing your online marketing. Everything should be in line. And I like to use the term congruency an awful lot. When everything is congruent based on your core mission, everything falls into place. And you start to then create the practice of your dreams. And then you start to create systems in your office and in your practice to help to educate those people and convert them into long-term, lifetime patients that are really fun to be around. I always had this picture in my mind that my dream practice would be seeing people on a daily basis that didn't have any health concerns. They were just there because they knew the value of chiropractic. They felt the energy in our office and they just wanted to be part of it. That was my dream practice. So it also aligns with your team. Your team, they capture that vision that you cast, and the team become inspired when they start to share that vision. But it all starts from you. If you're the captain of the ship, you have to cast the vision amongst all of your crew members. It helps you make decisions. When you have a solid core vision and core mission, and it's very well defined, you can therefore make decisions based on that mission that fall into line with the direction you want to go. Your communication falls into place, and then you create this practice of retention where, like I said, you have patients that just want to be around you because of the vision that you cast. So here's how to communicate your vision effectively. First of all, you need to write it down. What is the difference you want to see? So what do you, or why do you do what you do? That's the big question. Who do you serve? Do you serve a creator? Do you serve your family? Do you serve the people in your community? Really define what it is of why you're doing what you're doing, and what impact do you want to create? What change do you want to see in the world? That's the big picture. That's the vision. And then the mission is how you're going to make that happen. So how are you going to move towards that vision? And once you start to incorporate it into everything, your mission should show up in all of your marketing materials, all of your team meetings, all of your patient interactions. It's not just something you say, it's truly something you live. It's who you are and what you stand for, and also what you stand against. So make it about them. When patients hear your big vision, they should feel like they want to be a part of it. People love people with a bigger vision than them, and they want to be around people with a bigger vision than them. So let me give you an example of how powerful this mission can be. At a team meeting back many years ago in practice, we as a team had this idea that we wanted to create a vision and mission statement for our office. So collectively, we sat around and we talked about exactly what we were trying to accomplish. And it was great because the whole team got involved in it. And we defined it in the fact that our goal was not just to see patients and get them in to get adjusted, but we really wanted to change the mindset of people. We were stuck in a community, in our world, that people were taking way too many medications, that kids were taking medications, that all kinds of injected material was being pushed, lots of vaccines. And we just weren't okay with that. We thought people need to hear the truth. So our goal became not just getting them under chiropractic care, but actually sharing the principle of chiropractic with them so that we could change their mindset. And that was our whole mission. So we decided to write this down, and we worked on it, and we said we want to empower individuals to achieve vibrant health by correcting subluxations, removing interference, and unlocking the body's God-given healing potential free from medications. And we set up everything based on that vision. So we were out doing talks, we were out doing all kinds of screenings, but it wasn't to go and get new patients, it was to go and share that principle with people, the principle of chiropractic. And in doing so, what happened, a great side effect of that, was people caught on to that vision and they wanted to be part of it. They wanted to come into our office, and we grew exponentially just as a result of that. So now it's your turn. So what I want you to do is take a few minutes today to write out your mission using this framework. So ask yourself, why do you do what you do? What is the why behind what you do? And who do you serve? And what impact do you want to create? What change do you want to see in the world? What change do you want to see in your community? What change do you want to see in your patients, in your family, in your close friends? And think about how you can incorporate that mission into your daily interactions with patients and with your team. And when you're happy with it, what I want you to do is put it up on a wall in your office. Actually, write it down, and don't be afraid to get some vinyl letters or paint it, get a stencil, paint it on the wall, and get it up there so people can see it. People should look at your vision and get some sort of an inspiration, get a feeling, get an energy about them. It should create this mission, and people want to be around that. It creates this vibration in your office that people just want to be there because of this big vision. And don't procrastinate. This is where we get stuck, is that we try to refine it, and nothing ever gets done. Get something on paper, feel comfortable with it. It can be 75% of perfect. It can be 80% of perfect. It doesn't matter. Get it up on the wall, and you can always change it and refine it over time. But the point is just to do it, just to get something up there. So your mission just isn't a statement. It's the heartbeat of your practice. It's what drives you to wake up every day and make a difference. And when you're clear on your big why, you'll attract the right patients, You'll inspire your team. You'll build a practice that aligns with your values. And that's where the fun and fulfillment happens, is when you're really serving based on your core values and not serving or doing something just to earn a few bucks or just to make some money and compromising your belief systems or compromising your core values. That's where true burnout and boredom happens, is when you start to compromise your big why. So in the next module, we'll dive into starting to build some systems that support this vision and make your mission scalable. But for now, I want you to take some time to reflect on the big why and just let it guide you.